Welcome to the Ledger Lounge. I am Ozthecryptogoat, and we are chilling. We are live on TikTok for the first time in a very long time, so don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. We are also live on YouTube, Abstract, and Twitch right now. If you don't like the TikTok platform, totally understand, but today's mainstream will be focused on TikTok a little bit, give everyone a chance to roll in here. So don't forget to start smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Let's set up a live gift goal. Let's send in those heart me's, guys. Let's see here, let's edit this here to heart me's, and let's see if we can get how many of them. Let's get 10. So don't forget to send in the heart me's, and also become a super fan. Become a super fan, guys. The super fans helps quite a bit, I must say. And if you're watching right now, don't forget to hit that like button. We're going to get started in just a few minutes, but we got to get the likes rolling in, get some people in. And that's what brings people in, is when you send gifts and you like the show. So if you can't send gifts, no problem. Just hit the like button. Give everybody a chance to get in here. What's up, Justin Kelly? How you doing, brother? Don't forget to hit the like button. Start tapping away at that screen, guys. Tap away. We are back after a nice long vacation, much needed vacation for me. Social media, man, doing this is a very tolling job, psychologically, physically. It's more work than you think, and you really don't make any money doing it. But I love doing it. I love helping people. I love being here to answer your questions and help you guys navigate the market. That's my whole goal here, is not really to make money, but to get exposure. And in order to get that exposure, we need people to become super fans. We need people to send gifts. And if you cannot afford to do that, it's no problem. All you got to do is start tapping the like button. So if you're watching right now, you love this show, you want it to come back, start hitting the like button, send in those gifts, whatever you can. Much appreciated. How's everybody doing today? It's been a long time, and I really missed you guys. We're going to talk about a few different things today. Obviously, we're going to look at the charts. We're going to do some TA here and get an idea of what's going on in the markets, because I'm sure you guys are wondering, like, oh my God, what is going on? The markets are crashing. Run for your life. No, like, everyone's a bit bearish right now, which makes me short-term bullish, but things are pretty uncertain. I would say what is certain is we are coming to the end. We are in the 9th inning of this game right here, and the bull run is nearly over. So that doesn't mean there's not money to be made. We just need to be very cautious right now. The ISO November 22nd thing is coming. I'm sure that's going to create some kind of FOMO, probably more for XRP than anything, but probably across crypto. But one thing we need to understand is that just because ISO is going in doesn't mean that we're going to the moon. I think that could potentially be the last pump we get before the quad witching. Juan says, hey, Mr. Goat, long time no see, my friend. Yes, it has been a minute. Thank you for the comments. If you guys have missed me, put a W in the chat right now. Everybody put a W in the chat if you missed me. If you have not missed me, put an L in the chat. Thank you for the heart me's. Don't forget to send in your daily heart me's, any gifts. Don't forget to become a super fan. Click the super fan link. I think it's like down over here somewhere, you know. one of these buttons. Click all the buttons. Click everything. We got to bring the show back to life, and I need your engagement to do that. So hitting the like button, sending in gifts, sending in heart me's, those are what's going to help jumpstart everything and get it all back to rolling to where we were. We got a good solid 10 people watching, which is decent for coming back after a long time. But, you know, we average around 100 people watching, so we need to get that up here. Here he is. Yes, I am here in the flesh. And don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, become a super fan. We need to boost this algorithm, baby. Let's take a look at the chart, shall we? So Bitcoin, look at here. All right, everyone's like, the bull run's over. Look at it. We are in this, I'd say it's like a channel. That's your channel right there. So we could potentially bounce from here, but look, if it does not break above 110K, and maybe even more, I'd say like 115, 120, you're going to see something like this happen, where we come up and then head and shoulders. This is a reversal, and that would send it back down. Something like that, right? So that's something we need to look out for. But I do think that we get this. This would put June of 2026. I don't think so. I don't think this happens, honestly. I think we get a little pump and come back down. Every bull market has a 630% dip. We just got our third, 3 more to go. Well, we, you know, in crypto, 30% is not that much of a move. That, I mean, it is a bit of a drastic move, but it's not that crazy. But let's just say that that does happen. That means by like June, we could potentially be at like 115K again on Bitcoin if it doesn't create a new high. But even then, that would put a new high in at around March or April. That doesn't really line up with the way these cycles work, with the timeline. Generally, February, March is when we hit the bottom, not the top. So that kind of goes against everything. I would say this is a big inflated leverage bubble. All of this crypto is leveraged, guys. Okay. So it's an inflated leveraged bubble, and eventually the bubble has to pop. It has to deflate. I would imagine seeing us coming down somewhere between 50 and 35K. That seems likely, and then it would come back up. But I don't know. It's really hard to speculate. What I can tell you is this, is that the yield curve would suggest a downward term. And we have the fourth turning, right? So because of the fourth turning, that would also indicate downward movement. Bro, we're not coming down. This is the standard 30% correction. Hey, man, you can believe that, but everything in the world works in cycles, not just in the charts, but financially, globally. Everything is these cycles, and there's what's called the fourth turning. And if you don't understand what the fourth turning is, join the Discord link in my bio. I have all of this information posted there under #knowledge. And what you're going to learn is how macroeconomics affects all of this and where we are in the world right now. Anytime there's been a global economic shift, it results in war, and in wartime causes volatility in the markets. Bro, the bear market has started 2 weeks ago. I would say the bear market started in January. And we had, you know, a bit of moves because of speculation. Selling may go away. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Fed chairman, sell the news when it gets in. Yeah, Thursday is that's this Thursday is going to be a sell the news. Okay, that's also the new moon. If you don't believe in the moon cycle, you can literally type in on TradingView moon phases and it will show you the moon phases, and they're very accurate. Okay, however, we may have flipped. So we had a full moon November 1st. We had a slight pump up and then another drop down. So a new moon is coming on Thursday. That's when I would think that maybe the bottom is in. My watch has a moon phase. Bro, that's legit. That is so legit. I kind of want one now. How can we possibly headed into a bear market when we haven't even stopped QT yet? Because of the economic situation. Okay, the markets are driven by liquidity. People just don't have the liquidity, and on top of that, the liquidity is more spread out than it's ever been in a cycle. We have more projects spread out, so the money's not all centralized in one area. Fredrum, that's your birthday. Happy birthday, brother. Happy early birthday to you. Everybody send in a, I don't know, a heart me or something, popular vote for Fredrum. Appreciate you, brother. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with everyone you know, and let's get it out here. We got a solid 35 people watching. What a bounce back, guys. So don't forget to become a super fan. Click the super fan link down here. I think it's like somewhere like right here. All right, there's a super fan link. Click that, become a super fan, help support the show, because we're bringing the show back so long as y'all are here to support, right? So long as there's a reason to keep doing this. Obviously the reason is to help people, but we don't reach new people, and it's preaching to the choir if we're not growing as a channel. So that's the idea. Where do you see BTC in January, February? I would say by February, March, we should be at the bottom, unless we are in an extended cycle. If we are in an extended cycle, I'd say around 120K around March, April, maybe 110, 115. What timeline chart? This is the daily. This is the daily chart. So let's just say we are in an extended cycle. That would mean that we would, you know, come down here and come up to a new high of about 140, and that would be in June. That doesn't line up with the timeline. Sell in May, go away, would say that May would bring it back down, right? So it probably won't do this. What it would do is, if it is an extended cycle, it would come up, fall short, and head and shoulders back down, and that would bring it down here in November of 2026, right? So you saying we bottomed out? No, I'm saying that there's a potential that we could be bottomed out. However, there's a fair value gap all the way down here to 86.5, right? So it could potentially go there and then move up, or we are entering in the bear market and we are going to trend down from here on out, because we do have a double top. It's kind of a triple top here, which is a reversal. Okay, which could mean that we just come up and we do small little moves. And that would put us at the same price around November at about 40, 50K. Altcoin top was December 2024 and Bitcoin. Yeah, so I actually exited the market in January 28th, I believe it was. So that's when I got out. And I've been doing a little bit of trading in between, but I got into, you know, I've been in crypto since 2016. I've been through bull run after bull run. So, you know, I've seen this happen. Now, I will tell you this right now, that this cycle is like no other cycle I've ever seen before. Okay? This is different. What's up, Henry? How you doing, bro? By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, we are also on Abstract, TikTok, Twitch. So thank you for all of our other viewers. We also do stream on X, but I just didn't have the time. I didn't pull it up yet. Now we're going back to 160. You know, the fact that that's the consensus, I'm going to go with the opposite. If y'all are saying 160K, all it can do is go up, I'm going to lean towards the opposite. And honestly, the charts say that yes, it could, but the macroeconomics say otherwise, and macroeconomics is what drives crypto. What's my X? Every platform is at Ozthecryptogoat. Every platform is at Ozthecryptogoat. All lowercases, no spaces, same as TikTok. And don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to send in your daily heart me's. Don't forget to become a super fan, just like TikTok seller is. He is a super fan. Thoughts on XRP? It's probably cooked. Let's pull it up. You think 70K for XRP? Who said 70K on XRP?
Are you an OG?
XRP will not go to 10K this cycle. If ever. Oh, 70K on Bitcoin? Absolutely. Absolutely 70K on Bitcoin. I'm thinking probably right here around 72 to 74. But if that is the case, then that means it's forming a head and shoulders, and it will get a reversal, which means from 70K, it would pump back up to around 100K to 110K. Come back down and would fall somewhere around 48K, 50K. So XRP won't even go to $3. I agree with you. You know, I actually called the top here. I said about 360 to 380 would be the top for this cycle on XRP. Looks like it hit 367. XRP wants to come back down here to this wick. All right. See this? This is called a retracement. All right. See this wick right here that came down? Eventually, XRP retraced that wick and fell lower. And that would put 163, baby. XRP wants to come back to 163 minimum. What about Solana? Dude, I actually have some Solana. Not a lot, but because I live stream on Pump Fun. Solana looks like a head and shoulders. This is what Bitcoin's gonna look like. All right, Solana's coming down. Look at, you have your head and shoulders. So Solana's coming back down to 45 to 32. 45 to 32. I think 45. 48, 45 sounds about right. What's up, JFM? How you doing, chat? It is so good to be back and giving out free A for all of you. You know your stuff. Thanks for sharing. Hey, absolutely, man. If you know, you know. But they call me the crypto goat for a reason. Buyer's market is coming soon. Absolutely. You know, it's no mistake that they call me the crypto goat. I do not call myself the crypto goat. The chat has spoken and decided that this is who I shall be. Okay? There's a reason I'm the goat. All right? What do you predict the next Bitcoin to be? The next Bitcoin? Like crazy move? I would say Cardano. Never say never on a 60K Bitcoin, okay? Never say never. You have to understand that crypto is leveraged, okay? So it is a bubble that will pop. The money that is in there is leveraged money, okay? So it has to come down very fiercely. It can't stay up forever because it is leveraged. Yeah, Cardano is amazing. I got my Cardano glasses right here. Can you see it? Let me see here. Got my Cardano glasses. I think I got some Cardano coins too. Let's see here. What do I got here? Look at that, baby. It's so pretty. Explain its use case for what? Cardano? Look, I got some COT coin right here too on Cardano. Got some COT coin. What do you want to... You got to be more specific, chat. People don't even know about midnight? Bruh. I was at the airdrop party for midnight. I have a midnight glow stick from the glow stick party. Look at that. I've got a midnight little thing on my Pudgy Penguin.
What is real? How do you define real?
If you know anything about me, I have a picture of me and Charles at the midnight airdrop party. Me and Charles Hodgkinson are at the Cardano midnight airdrop party for Glacier together. And guess what? He's holding up the GOAT's podcast, throwing it up, representing. And if you don't believe me, it's literally in my profile. Go look at it. No AI, baby. All legit. What's up, Chill Well? How you doing, brother? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, send in those gifts, send in those heart me's, become a super fan, baby. I need y'all to become a super fan. Will Ethereum see 4,000 before 28? That's a tough question. I'm gonna say maybe, because people believe that alt season hasn't come and it needs to come, but probably not. I'm gonna lean towards not. Where will Solana bottom? I said it earlier, about 47 to 38. Top 5 favorite coins are going to be Bitcoin, obviously, Ethereum, Cardano, and SXT. Midnight. That would be my top 5. Security is the next narrative for the next bull run. Anything that has to do with crypto security and privacy is going to be the next big mover in the next cycle. That's what it's going to be all about, baby. And that's what Midnight is. That's what SXT is. Oh, be careful about asking Mr. Josh TV for any TA, man. The dude's only been TAing for a couple months. Be careful. He is a bright kid, and he did take my TA class. But Josh, and you know I say this out of respect, I love you, bro. Actually, Josh, if you want to come up and chat on the show, if you want to hop on the Discord and we can talk and argue a little bit, I would love to do that, brother. That's up to you. People who hate ADA are a threat to crypto was supposed to be. I agree. I agree with that 100%. Cardano is the sleeper. Okay, that song we were just talking about is talking about how Cardano uses UTXOs. Okay, that means that Bitcoin and Cardano are interchangeable on their exchange. They work together in the same technology, same algorithm, so they're meant to work together. Cardano was meant to work with Bitcoin. Okay? And Cardano is a proof of stake. I can hop on Discord if you want to. Yeah, bro, come on. I'll bring you on. Let's talk a little bit. It's been a while since we've done it. Let me pull up Discord. Let's talk a little bit. Let's argue a little bit. Let's see here. Send me a call. I don't see you, Josh. 35K, the real bottom of 2026 for what? Bitcoin? I think you might be right. Somewhere around there. 40K, 35K for Bitcoin. Yeah. What's a good buy-in price for ADA? Smart money. Any smart money zone. Don't worry, you're gonna have plenty of time to accumulate, chat. You're gonna have plenty of time. You're gonna get 4 years to stack up on your favorite cryptos. So just be patient. That's why people get wrecked in this market. They're impatient. They hear everything's going and they're like, I need to do it now because it's happening now. And they get wrecked. The idea is to buy it when no one's talking about it, when it's not the thing. Multi-chain wallets like Lace, Cardano's working with. Yes, Lace. I actually have a Lace wallet right here. There's a little icon right here at the top of my screen. That's my Lace wallet right there. JFM, thank you for the heart me. Steve, thank you for the heart me. Revolution, thank you for the heart me. Revolution, thank you for the 2 popular votes. Mother Dragons, thank you for the popular vote and the heart me. Fredrum, thank you for the heart me. All the gifts, thank you very much. If you want to help support the show, become a super fan. And of course, Bitcoin and Doge. I don't know if Doge has much of a future, man. Maybe because of like Elon, maybe he uses it with X platform. Go out further, it's done. I agree. We're toasty to the mosty. So no Ethereum all-time high this year. Ethereum hit an all-time high, didn't it? You can hit the pen now. No, I can't. Can you? You have to put it for 18 and over if you hit the pen. I have to shut off the camera. So I'm calling bear market, just to clarify. No, I'm saying that there's a possibility of an extended cycle into next year, but more than likely I'm calling for the bear market. Yeah. This is a big mid-cycle flush, not a full-on market yet. I don't agree with that, man. Here's the thing: is things are different this time. I know everyone says, "Oh, it's different." I think it's different in a bad way. You guys have to understand that you can chart all you want. You need to look at the macroeconomic situation and understand that things aren't lined up. The liquidity's not there. People don't have the money. And even if we get these checks in the US, the stimulus checks or whatever, the tariff checks, people got debt to pay off. The integration of AI is what you're seeing. I agree with that 100%. And with AI coming in, you're going to see a lot of AI bots scalping. You're going to see a lot of different movement in the markets than what we're used to. Everything's different. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. On Twitch, you can send bits. They're just like sending, you know, the little heart me's and popular votes and stuff on TikTok. If you're on Abstract, you can tip me in Ethereum. We actually live stream on Abstract. That's a layer 2 on the blockchain. So we are actually one of the very few that live stream on blockchain. What other creator do you know has a podcast and is live streaming on the blockchain? You're gonna see a 24-cent ADA. Let's take a look. Let's see here. Cardano. What do I see? You guys want some free A on Cardano? What did you say? 24 cents? Yeah, 24 cents is possible. Yeah, that's like the bottom. It could go into despair and hit like 20 cents and then come back up. But the next zone that it wants to stop at is 36.9. People thought Ethereum was done at 1800 and then it exploded. ETFs are the new whales. ETFs is going to stabilize the market. All right. All the markets look like they gave up on life. Oh my God. Hey, Revolution starts now. How are you doing, Jesse? It's good to see you. Brandon, thank you for the boxing gloves ×2. Appreciate it. Don't forget to send in your daily heart me. Let's see here. How are we doing on our heart me goal? We've got halfway through our heart me's. We need 5 more heart me's. Shelly, what is going on? I see you on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. You know, if you're not watching on YouTube, watch on TikTok. What's the next XRP hype? The next XRP hype is going to be ISO 222 in November 22nd, and it's going to be very lackluster, and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money over it. That's what's going to happen. People forget it's just crypto stocks taking a hit. Seems like institutions took profits. Exactly. I took profits in January. I've been buying crypto for a long time. There's so many people that got in so early that they're gonna take profits. It's gonna keep the prices down. Macro is risk off and liquidity is leaving crypto, so expect a chop and a downside pressure deep flush. Absolutely. The dollar is actually strong right now. Crypto does better when the dollar is weak. So expect the bear market. Why are people so gung-ho about XRP? Oh, because it's a cult, man. It's a bunch of influencers that were saying crazy things this cycle. We're promoted in the algorithms, and the liars and the people that spread the moon cheese are the ones that got pushed, and so it created this nonsense cult-like following for XRP. Honestly, I don't even know if XRP has really much use case anymore. BlackRock dumped to make numbers look good as far as tax purposes. They won't buy again until January 1st. I think they may not buy till later on. And for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for the likes. I see those likes coming in. And don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, share with everyone you know, every single person you know. Send in a daily heart me. Brandon, thank you for the heart me and the 2 boxing gloves. Thank you for all the gifts everyone's sent. Shelly, your message was retracted. And if you really want to give to the show, come send me some Ethereum. Ethereum's super cheap right now. Send me some Ethereum on Abstract. Or send me some Pudgy Penguins. You know, I'm going to put on my Pudgy Penguin right now. I want Pudgy Penguins. That's the best way to tip me. Yeah, I got my little Pudgy Pengy. What's up, Chillwell? How many Ethereum would I like? All of it. Send me all of it. Whatever you can, man. Also, the link tree in my bio, you can send donations there directly. TikTok takes a percentage of the donation, so when you donate directly, 100% of that goes to me and supporting everything we do here. Yeah, TikTok taxes crazy, but you know what? If you become a super fan on TikTok, I get 70% of that revenue. So become a super fan on TikTok. Show everybody how much of a fan you are. Become a super fan. One of the best ways to support on TikTok is to become a super fan. Zach Rector, he wrecked them. Oh, absolutely. Him and what's that other guy? Oh, Josh used to talk about him all the time. I can't remember his name now. That's how little I care. Is Zach Rector Crypto Psycho? Is that who you're talking about? Jake Claver, that's the guy. Golly, man. These guys with their crazy numbers, throwing it out there, their wild pipe dreams That's why XRP went so crazy. Oh, yes, they're paid. It actually came out that Jake Claver is a paid actor. Yeah, I know they're two different people. I know. But yeah, they're paid actors. Come on, like, of course they are. You know, people said that I was a paid actor. Is that crazy or what? Like, I'm definitely not a paid actor. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Let's talk about some things. I'm gonna turn off the music here. Let's talk about something for a second. I had some points I wanted to talk about, okay? And this is something we've been talking about in my Discord. And if you want to see any of these projects I've been working on, it's all in my Discord. Click the link in my bio and join the Discord. That's where I spend most of my time. So in Discord today, we were talking about investments and what are some solid investments right now. I implore you to look into this, okay? But one thing that is a very good, solid investment, and mind you, most investors would call this a liability and not an asset. But if you are mechanically inclined and have the ability to house and store things like this, this is probably one of the best, most lucrative, slam dunk investments that you can do, and that is classic cars. And obviously I live in California, so California's car culture, you can keep and store a car out here and it'll live forever, right? Obviously, if you live back east, you live in Canada where it snows, maybe not the case. But if you live, especially if you live like in the desert, like Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California, all right, classic cars is one of the most solid investments. And let me tell you something right now. There are tons and tons of people that have been buying classic cars and hoarding them, and they have like these junkyards and like they sell parts and they sell bits and pieces of it, and they just have these massive graveyards, okay? And there's actually a video of this in my Discord. Actually, maybe I should pull it up. Let me talk about it first. But what is happening is they want to build more real estate, right? So these land plots that people have where they have all these classic cars, what they're doing is they're not making any money off of them right now because the market is dead, right? So they're like giving away these cars right now. They paid way too much a long time ago, and they're basically giving these cars away. And the reason so the reason for what's going on. So we're going to watch this in a second here, okay? What's going on is people, just like in this story here, and this is just one case, but this is happening on a massive scale. And what you're going to see is you're going to see an influx of classic cars for sale, junkers like this, which is what people actually want. People do not want to buy a $170,000 fully restored vehicle. They want to buy something like what this guy has right here. They want, an old restoration project so that they can build it themselves. The hobbyists of this community are running out of projects, okay? Well, the market is about to flood with tons of these projects, right? And you're going to be able to get them for basically free or a few $100, okay? And if you can store it and keep it from rusting, you're going to make a lot of money 5-10 years down the road, okay? So let's listen to this guy's story and what's happening so that you guys can understand why. And the same thing actually happened when they did Cash for Clunkers in California. And late model vehicles became very highly sought after and became very valuable. And which also makes those parts for them very cheap and plentiful because they part them out before they squash them. So let's listen to this guy's story. What's going on?
Hey guys, it saddens me to say that Brown Auto Salvage will be closing its doors. A commercial developer come in and offer us a substantial amount of money for all of this real estate. And we've been pretty much forced to have to crush everything on the place probably within the next month. We're finishing up our orders. We won't be taking any new orders. We're just gonna pretty much have to do away with all of this.
Look at that massive graveyard. All those beautiful cars.
I've worked my whole life for this, but this is too much to really turn down. So we're just gonna move forward. I'd just like to tell everybody, happy April Fool's Day.
April Fools. April Fools. But his situation is an actual real situation that's happening. He's joking on it right here. Okay, he's not selling. But there are people that are selling them off. And they're crushing them. They're sending them away. He's saying, no, I ain't going to do it. All right. But there are lots of people that are moving on from it. And what you have to understand is the rarity of these cars is about to skyrocket. Okay. The passion the man has for vehicles is amazing. It's just material. It's not just material. It's history. Okay. So I have a whole section in my Discord for cars, right? I have classic cars. I restore them. But the value on these cars are going to go up dramatically with the cost of steel and aluminum going up because the tariffs, auto parts are going up. It's going to be something that is going to grow in value very quickly. Right now, you can get things for relatively cheap. Okay? You can get a great deal, but it's not going to last forever. Okay, and eventually a lot of these things will get sent to the crushers. Obviously, this guy's video was a joke. Okay, but that situation that he was playing out is a real situation that is happening in the car community. Exactly. Everything's unibody, no frames. They're one and done. They're built not to last. Classic cars are actually very easy to work on. They last forever. Okay. It is a solid investment. I had a 1943 M3A1 half-track tank. I paid 20 grand for it. I worked on it for about a week and sold it for $170,000. Okay. That's the kind of money you can make doing this. In literally a week, and it's a guaranteed turnaround. I was able to sell it to a museum, and now it sits in a museum, and it's where it should be. Resto mods, if done right, are a much stronger car. Exactly. You know, my Corvette is like a brand new car under the hood, you know, and it's what, like 50 something years old, and it's a beautiful car. And I love driving it. I drive it every day now, you know? And you know, I put a little bit of money into it, but the value of that car is so much more than what I have into it because I do it myself. So if you do the modifications yourself, if you're savvy, you're a bit of a car guy, you can do those things, then you have an opportunity to make a lot of money. What's going on, TikTok seller? How you doing? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, become a super fan. Click the little thing down here to become a super fan. Super fan is the best way to support if you're going to support on TikTok. Otherwise, you know, there's better ways to go about it. But if you want to support through TikTok, I understand a lot of you want to watch on TikTok. Totally get it. But that's the best way. So become a super fan. I think I can do like a super fan goal, maybe. Let's see here. Let's put on some music again, huh?
Little bitch asshole. Goat tribe. Said I'm a badass bitch and I'm rich. Don't call me a little girl, I ain't switch.
This is Goat Tribe, guys. By the way, I have a meeting with Goat Tribe on the 20th. We're having a meet and greet there. If you want to come and hang out with me in person, I will be in San Diego. And I posted that in my Discord where you can find me. So we're going to be hanging out with the Goat Tribe. Look at Ada. Ada to 23 cents possibility. But that's like a long time from now. That would be like after November of next year. That's like a whole year away. Josh, the fourth turning says otherwise. Fourth turning says we're coming down. 2028 is the year, baby. After 2028, expect massive prosperity. 2029, 2030, that's when you're going to get all that return you're looking for in crypto. So you have time. Wait for it to come down, buy it, accumulate it, hold it, and you're going to make tons of money. That's the best way to make money in crypto. The best money. Buy in smart money zones, hold, and chill. All right? 2026 is a good year, y'all tripping. I'm not sure about that. We will have to see what the yield curve holds. But 2026, we're going to see a lot of reactionary rate cuts, which is not good. Yeah, they're going to give us 4 or 5 years to accumulate. Chill out. Everybody who's thinking that it's all happening right now and there's no time and you got to buy now or it's going to happen, those are the people that get wrecked. All right? Be patient. Wait for the right time. All right? That's when good things happen. What's the price on BTC? It looks like 92. We shall see. Generally, when you get a long wick like this, it wants to retrace it. Let's look at XRP, for instance. Look at XRP. All right. You get this long wick right here. We retrace it. And it even falls below it sometimes, right? You get this long wick right here. It's going to retrace it and possibly fall below it. I'm calling 163 again, baby. 163 is going to be a good buy price for XRP. It would probably from there send back up to $2 and then come back down. I'm not a shadow anymore. No, I am back, baby. We are still early. Exactly, Shelly. Thank you. We are so early. Chill out. It is not happening right now. Chill out, Josh. There is time. You have time. Man, how about the viewership today? Everything is looking really good. Don't forget to hit the like button. Everybody start tapping the screen like crazy. Tap away. Show your support. Send in your heart me. Send in your gifts. Help me reach this heart me gift here. We need 4 more heart me's. How's Jessie doing? She's good. She was actually in the chat for a short little time there. I don't know where she is now. But yeah, Jessie was in the chat for a little bit. Jessie will be back. I don't know when. Oz, if you and financial advice to your live, they don't restrict it. They're not restricting anything. None of this is financial advice. This is news. This is information. I'm not going to tell you when to buy, when to sell. That's up to you. What I'm telling you is what happens. I understand economics and how things work. The algorithm's good, baby. We've got decent viewership, and y'all are liking away. It's bringing in new people, and it's working good. You can actually buy some of the same coins you got last year cheaper right now. Exactly. Certain ones like XRP, there are just crazy people that will never sell it, and that's why it may hold up higher, but it's not going to 11D. Oh, you're talking about cars. Oh, absolutely, cars. You buy a new car, the moment you drive it off the lot, you just threw away like 10 grand. XRP is so bad. Absolutely. Don't forget to send in your daily heart me's, guys. I need 4 more heart me's. Who's got me with some heart me's? Help me out. 15 grand at least for what? Oh, when you drive off the lot. I thought you were talking about XRP. 15 grand. I was like, hell no. Y'all keep going back on the subject matter, back and forth. E-juice, often heavy metals like lead, nickel, chromium, leaching in, not from the coils. You talking about electric vehicles? Send some heart me's, guys. I need 4 heart me's. Help me out. What's up, Scotty Dog? What's going on, bro? Good to see you, man. And don't forget, become a super fan. 80% of the live goal is achieved. Scotty Dog, thank you for the heart me. We just need, I think, 3 more heart me's. Let me see here. How many more do we need? We need 2 more heart me's. 2 more heart me's. Who is this? Department of Pumps. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. What up, Oz? How are you, bro? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Hey, Department of Pumps, thank you for the heart me and the other rose. Much appreciated. We need 1 more heart me. Chill well, I'm talking to you. Let's see, who else am I talking to? Jason 14, I'm talking to you. Not even slammed. Talking to you. I need one more heart me. Somebody, live goal achieved. Thank you, Bellstar, for the heart me. Much appreciated. Thank you, guys. We reached our goal. When we reach those goals, that helps the algorithm so much. So much. Thank you guys so much. We've made a whopping 14 cents this live on TikTok. A whole 14 cents. Let's give a round of applause. We are raking it in, baby. Best way to support the show, become a super fan. If you're not a super fan yet, become a super fan. Help us out. Nice tap, bro. You talking about this one? I got a whole sleeve going on here. Revolution says to Mr. Josh TV, LOL, blind loyalty is adorable. You pumping now and in the money. Yeah, I know, right? We are just raking it in. But I enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy going live. I enjoy making this content. This is immortality. What I'm doing right now is I'm creating immortality. I'm recording all of this and it's archiving. And one day I will be gone from this earth and this will be all that exists. What a beautiful thing to have something like this to leave behind. You know, my family will look back on this long after I'm gone and be able to see my face and hear my voice, hear my encouraging words, see that I was right every freaking time I opened my mouth. You ever gonna make the Corvette video? I know, dude. I actually just got the Corvette like back on the road, so I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna go work on that Corvette video. I honestly, like, I took some time off, man. I needed it. That was like 6 months ago. I know, right? I did have to do some work to the Corvette. So like the Corvette lost brakes, and so I ended up doing new Performer high-rise intake manifold on it, port and polish, new power steering system, new brakes and drilled slotted rotors, and new calipers, new master cylinder, new brake booster. I did a lot of work to it. So now that it's done, back on the road, registered, and I'm driving it, I will make that video for you guys. What do I think of Monero? Is that a coin?
RIP to the legend. Akira Toriyama. Thank you for inspiring me.
Let me look it up here.
Super Saiyan.
Monero.
Hey, Goat Tribe on the beat.
Is that this chart right here? It's a privacy coin.
Yeah, I'm invincible, undeniable. For your loss, I cannot be
I think this one could be working its way down. It could be done. It may come back up here to retrace the wick here and then come down. But this ascending channel is just asking for it to break back down. It's at least coming back down to 378.5. Not financial advice, but privacy tokens are good, man. I'm a big fan. But look at this. Look at your high right here. Your high right here. Look at it, reached nearly the high from the first cycle. I would say this thing's probably cooked, man. Probably cooked for now. Man, everybody's ganging up on Josh. poor Josh. Josh, I think you're just a little too unrealistic, and I think you have a bit of a confirmation bias. And, you know, hey, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe, and I will support that always. But you got to look at more factors and understand that there's more to everything than just charts, than just we're only going up. There's so much more that factors into this. And when you zoom out and you look at the big picture and you realize where we are in the world right now, you'll understand that we are coming down. There's a lot of serious researchers in the house here. Absolutely. We've got Bellstar, we've got Scotty Dog, we've got Revolution, we've got TikTok Seller, we've got Ozthecryptogoat. That's a lot of people that deep dive into this stuff. Above you in a city near you, dude, that's what's up. Get off your phone on an airplane, bro. Otherwise, you're gonna hit the ground sooner than you hoped. Scotty, it's good to see you, Scotty, man. I've missed you, brother. It's good to see you. And hello, Ghost. Thank you for the follow. Don't forget to follow. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, send in your daily heart me, send in any gifts, become a super fan. And we're going to start going live again. We're going to start doing the show regularly. Bro, airport security are very lazy than they were 3 months ago. Oh yeah, I know, because they're not really getting paid anymore, are they? It's like when COVID happened and everyone got to stay home, and then when everyone found out they had to go back to work, like nobody wanted to work anymore. Everyone was like super lazy. That's what you're gonna see in all the government and the military, and they're just all gonna be like, man, fuck this, I just worked for like a month without any money. Like, this is some bullshit. Like, air traffic control, man, that's the scary one. I don't even know why you're flying. I guess it's cheap to fly right now. Man, this music's good. I can't wait to see these guys. November 20th. I will be in San Diego. If you want to come meet me in San Diego, let me know on Discord and I'll send you the flyer where we're going to be at. San Diego is still pretty nice. ZK coin? Let's take a look. Let's do MYT first. BTC's coming down. I don't know if the Epstein stuff got leaked. This is Josh's song. MYT, I'm not seeing it. Is MYT a stock or crypto? I don't know if we want to hear the truth. It'll probably make me throw up. Absolutely. Are these meme coins? ZK? ZK on Tether? Is this the right chart? ZK's coming down, baby. This is a descending wedge. It's a flat bottom triangle. So this is coming down to 34 cents, maybe 33 cents. This one's coming down. Get ready. Buckle up, Buttercup. And it could come lower, but that's the fair value gap. It could literally come down and fill this wick down here. I got a song here. Let me see here. Where's it at? It's the Matrix. What the fuck? It's not on here? Here we go. I got a song for y'all.
What is real?
And then I'm going to call it a night.
How do you define real?
I didn't see MYT on the chart here, so it might not be on TradingView.
What is real, what is human? This world got me questioning, consuming. Stuck in the matrix, feeling like I'm Truman. So upside down, disconnected from the Schumann. But Morpheus is here now, you ready to go. The red or blue pill, you already know. Down the rabbit hole, we going.
Why am I yelling? Am I yelling?
I'm going to show you what is real, what is fake. Take it slow. Been doing it for years and now I'm a pro. Fiat the fake, it's a sham, it's a scam. 2.3 trillion a supply, like goddamn. They print and they steal as much as they want. But old Uncle Sam.
Honestly, N007, if you were like a super fan or something, I'd be more inclined to like look deeper into it, but
So let's quietly build and quietly stack. Let's exit the matrix. It's about to crack. Looking for the exit, but I'm feeling stuck in the matrix, just trying to make a buck. Sick of working, I ain't gonna slave away.
make sure you follow, subscribe. Let's watch this music video before we go.
Little bitch.
That's Jesse right there.
Go try. Go try. Said I'm a badass bitch and I'm rich. Don't call me a little girl, I ain't switch. Size like it's nothing, you a snitch. You wanna be like me, yeah, you wish. Crypto vibes on the track and you know we tryna stack. Bitcoin, Solana, and Ether, some ADA. Bitch, I am the alpha and you are the beta. You think you are great, I promise I'm greater. Just check my trade, check my wallet, the data. You mention me with the girls, that's gossip. And if you talk shit, you know you best watch it. Crypto wives are the best, you know you're not it. Passive aggressive, that beef I'm gonna squash it. Not cause I forgive you, because I am bigger of a person. And you're my ass sticker, loyal to my man. You a hoe, you a stripper. So don't miss my word, by the throw a no hitter. Now this my last line before we go get dinner. Michelin restaurants, you pay, he a winner. Said I'm a badass bitch and I'm rich. Don't call me a little girl, I ain't switch. Size like it's nothing, you a snitch. Wanna be like me, yeah you wish. Another verse, better take another lap. Around you putting Goat Tribe on the map. It's a race, it's a fight, yeah we bout to scrap. But you know I'm clever, so instead lay a trap to help me catch these little girls in the act. Creating fake drama, yeah I know that's a fact. I don't mean to provoke, don't mean to attack, but can't take anymore, boy I gotta react. Or they take advantage of me, try and lie, spread these rumors about me, but they can't see that bullshit sets me free. Girl I decree you gone, you better flee. Yeah I'm a wife, you know he put a ring on it. Big ass rock sold NFTs and took the profit, headed to the bank. Got more to deposit, Goat Tribe to the moon, yeah we bout to rock it. Said I'm a badass bitch and I'm rich. Don't call me a little girl, I ain't switch. Size like it's nothing, you a snitch. Wanna be like me, yeah you wish.
Another fire music video from the Goat Tribe. Awesome. Super awesome. And special thanks to Mr. Non-Fungible for creating these AI videos.
There's no returning. So when you still up, there's no return. There's no returning. So when there's no returning. So when you still
They won't let it play. Isn't that awesome? So awesome. So don't forget to join my Discord. Click the link in my bio. We also have merch available. Check it out. We got mugs. We got hoodies. We got stickers. My favorite is this sticker right here. Hold on. This one. When Rimple hints at another escrow unlock, say goodbye to your gains. Love it. Brad Garlinghouse with his finger on the sell trigger. Gotta love it. All right, chat. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you all next time. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the show with everyone you know. Have a good night. It was nice to be live. It's good to be back. I will be back regularly now. I'll see y'all next time.
You guys like that goat video? The latest and greatest of memes. The goat has got you, baby. The show. Welcome. As you know, I'm Oz the Crypto Goat, and we are here in the Ledger Lounge. And I'm doing just fine after the dentist. Mouth's a little bit swollen, jaw's a little sore. So that is a bit of a bummer. We did miss the show yesterday. But don't forget, guys, if you are on TikTok, come on over to Twitch. That's Oz the Crypto Goat, all lower cases, no spaces. And in today's show, we will be going over the news, some price point predictions, and my insight into what I see happening. But mainly right now, the news is controlling the markets. Okay. No matter what direction you can plot or expect or hope for, it's going to be the news that drives everything, okay? And I feel like we're running out of good news as far as crypto goes. We already kind of know and have speculated about everything that is, supposed to happen or may happen. And that's why we got this big, nice pump right here on XRP, because we already speculated. And, you buy the rumor, you sell the news. And now we are getting the news from it. And a lot of the news hasn't even been that great of news. And the amazing great news has been pretty much fake news or propped up by some platform or another. And it shows that no matter how bullish the news is, we still continue to drop back down along this bullet or bearish trend line. And this is kind of common. This is normal. This is what we see in the markets. Usually they say sell in May and go away, right? You're supposed to sell in May and take your money and go on vacation, and we'll see you back in towards the end of the year, So this is normal market behavior, guys. And if you think that we're bullish right now and that we're about to pump to crazy numbers, you've been fed moon cheese. Moon cheese is the cheese that they bait the trap with to make you feel that it's going to the moon and give you a sense of urgency to buy. And then they spring the trap once you guys drive the price up to where they want it to be, and they sell and they use you as exit liquidity. They already bought into the market way down here, and they are working on their exit strategy, and their exit strategy is to keep it high as long as possible, so that way they can continue to take profits at higher dollar amounts. The idea is to extract the liquidity from the market, which is you and your pocketbook if you're buying right now. So keep that in mind, and that's why we're here. We're here to help you make smarter trades, here to understand the way the market works, how to read the charts the way I do. I do not use indicators. I mean, I tend to from here and then, like, let's take a look at the Bollinger Bands, they do something which basically says where we could jump up to. This says 227 and this says 187. I don't think any of that is very accurate though, so I stay away from them. The other one I would say would be the EMA lines, which tend to be the most accurate indicators. But generally we drop below the EMA. See, we drop below the EMA here, and it looks like we're headed for the EMA one more time at 195. If we break this EMA, expect us to fall down dramatically, just like we did here. The question is, will we hit, 161 like we did before and double bottom and come back up and hit that $2 mark and then come back down? But I think once we break down past here, $2 will become heavy resistance, and it will be nearly impossible for us to break up above it until later on in the year. However, if we keep holding above the $2 mark and we form this inverted head and shoulders, that could send us up to, 235 and even 245, 247. But then I think it would probably fall short from that, and I think the most it would get is about 235. And it would hit that and basically want to come back down, and we would still continue in this channel. This is a descending channel, as you can see here. Let me plot it out for you guys. It's doing something like this. Bear with me. Something like that seems to be where we are, which means that when we drop the next time, more than likely, if we do not form this head and shoulders and this breaks, that's heavy downward pushing motions that would send us to right about here, which is at, I would say, the 147 to 155 range is where we would hit. But I think we would hit lower. I think the very tip would be at the 147, and the candle would probably close at about 154, 155. So we shall see. As you can see, you know, we tipped down here, but the candle closed up here at 179. You know, and that's what we'll see. We'll see the tips come down here. You know, that we could even come down as far as 139 and even as low as 128, 130. It just depends on how much time it takes us to fall like that. If it's quickly, it doesn't fall as low, but if it runs down like it did here and then waterfalls, the more space between is how much lower it goes. So we just have to wait, watch, and see what's going to happen. In the meantime, smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show with your friends. Send in those gifts. And don't forget, guys, we are not receiving money from TikTok right now. So we are on a suspension ban type thing. So because of that, we're not really getting paid from TikTok. So if you do want to give, send it to the Venmo or to the Cash App. But let's see here. Where is that? I made a little meme here. Let's take a look at the meme. If you haven't seen it yet, this is the reason why we are leaving TikTok right here. Hello, Awakened Mermaid Healer. How are you? So this is the reason why we're leaving TikTok, guys. I created this meme the other day, and I wanted to share it with you guys if you guys haven't seen it yet. But let's take... So TikTok, I don't want to say the B word, but we are getting demerits or having retaliation from TikTok, and it's some kind of bots or something that is coming after the show, basically saying we're breaking the rules. And now TikTok has changed their policy where if you break their rules, they take your subscriptions. They take the subscription money. So you as a subscriber pay for the show and you get to keep your subscription, but they keep the money. And I don't get it anymore. And they constantly hit me with things that aren't true. And I have to file... every TikTok show, I file a minimum of 9 or 10 appeals on the low end. On the high end, I would say about 25 to 30 appeals throughout the show. So it's become a problem. It's the new AI dev team integrated this month. It's hurting everyone, and it's unfair. Exactly. And that is why we have Twitch now as a platform, as well as TikTok, because I've already been removed where I have had to not do the show for a whole week. So this is our safeguard, our ability to have a secondary place to go and to retreat to when that retaliation happens. However, guys, remember your subscriptions on TikTok are needed. I need you guys to subscribe because it helps with the algorithm and it helps with the show. But as of right now, we are not receiving those subscriptions. I do have an appeal in place. It should go through and we will get paid. But as of right now, this show is not making any money. What I make on Twitch, I am affiliate, but you have to earn at least $50 in order to cash out. And we're at, I think, like $20 or $30. So maybe we'll make $50 off of Twitch. We'll see. And on TikTok, we're basically earning nothing. Usually I'll go live for, 3 to 5 hours. And when I see my balance at the end of the live, it says negative or it says like 63 cents. So the amount of income coming in has dropped dramatically. So that's why we are doing donations. Oh, that was not supposed to be there. It was supposed to be donations. So if you guys want to donate, click on the donation link, or you can send it to the Venmo or Cash App. That's the Cash App is $ Aussie 122 33 504, or you can send it to Venmo at Aussie 122 33 504. So just remember, guys, we are supported by your donations now, basically, because these platforms are stealing from the creators. They're stealing, and that is why I made that video, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So thank you for watching. So don't forget to go watch that video. Watch all my memes. I got a lot of new memes out right now, and a lot of new meme videos. So make sure you watch those, you repost them, you put a like on there, you put a comment, and let's get those memes out there as well. And I do appreciate when you guys do that. So let's grow this channel. So back to XRP. How's everybody doing today? I missed you guys yesterday. I really, really wanted to go live, but I could just not even open my mouth. My jaw was so sore. It was awful. It's still sore now, but it's not like it was yesterday. I can actually talk. So as you can see, same thing. We're in this descending channel, guys, and we hit the top here of the channel, and we're starting to move along the channel, which is a good sign that it could possibly, break up the top. If it keeps riding the top line, it wants to break out the top. If it rides the bottom line, it wants to break out the bottom. So far, every time it's gone down to the bottom, it's tapped, so same with up here. It kind of rides the top, rides the top here. But eventually it does break and fall. However, if this is an inverted head and shoulders, which I do think it is, I think we could break up and go up to 235. I do see it happening. However, I believe that it would be a bull trap and it would break out just enough like it did up here and send it falling right back down. But we'd have to see. We have to see it play out, and it may go to 235 and come back down, and it may tap the top of this line, which will become resistance and continue to move up, and we could see, $5 maybe. I doubt it, but it's possible. It's possible. It could happen. So we don't want to be, unrealistic. And the sentiment is that everyone believes that they're going to get rich quick. If you've seen The Wolf of Wall Street, XRP would be considered a pink sheet, guys. A penny stock type thing. It was pennies before, and now it's pumped up, right? But it's a pink sheet, And if you've seen the movie, they explain how they have their ads in the back of Hustlers, and they tell people it's a way to get rich quick. You're buying in ground floor on something. That doesn't mean that XRP won't grow and do bigger things. I just think we're just like so new. We're so new. It's a little early, and a lot has to happen before any of that changes. Okay. The lawsuit has to change. They have to change laws with Congress. They have to have set in stone structure. ISO has to go into effect, which has been being put back. By the way, ISO has nothing to do with crypto, but it will pump it. Okay, there are just some coins that are ISO compliant. That is all. That does not mean that once ISO goes into play, that all of a sudden the switch gets flipped and crypto skyrockets and goes crazy. It's not that. Okay, these are things that will happen slowly over time. We will see growth. We will see different things, but you have to understand that XRP is, like a bucket, okay, with no bottom in it, because money flows into it if it does on an institutional level, and it will somewhat bring the price of XRP up. However, it flows through, it does not go into it and sit there. It goes into XRP and right back out of it instantly within seconds, okay? So if trillions of dollars are going into XRP, it's not like the market cap is going up trillions of dollars, because it's going in and it's moving out. Yes, it will raise the price somewhat, but it won't do the crazy numbers like people are saying, $10,000. It's ridiculous. It's a pipe dream, okay? If you're looking to get rich quick from crypto, guys, it does not come from buying the top and holding it. Getting rich from crypto comes from buying down in these lower zones when it peaks up and taking profits all the way down. Okay. That doesn't mean that there isn't money to be made here, guys. Crypto is very volatile and has big swings. So that does also mean that when it does have big swings, that there is money to be made there. That is how it's made, not by buying and holding and waiting for the switch to get turned on. Now, maybe one day the switch will get turned on and that sentiment will change. But as of right now, we are too early. We're too early, everyone. It's not happening tomorrow. And the FOMO is ridiculous because everybody seems to think that I need to buy it now. I need to buy as much as I can and I need to hold on to it because it's going to do all these crazy things and it's all happening now and I have no time. We have time. We have been granted a blessing. It is a blessing that the markets are crashing. It's giving us another opportunity to buy at the low prices, okay? So don't FOMO over the $2 price, guys, because it will drop below $2 again, okay? We've already done it several times. Let's see. We've done it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times it's fallen under $2. And each time it seems to be going a little bit lower. So don't freak out. There is time to buy. There are trades to be made. There is money to be made, but it has to be done within reason. You have to do it properly. You have to calculate your decisions. You have to be smart about it. You can't just listen to social media, to TikTok videos, and think that that's what's going to make you rich quickly so that you'll be fine. Because if you do it that way, you will become someone's exit liquidity. You will be their exit strategy. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that the overall sentiment right now is the markets are going down. Nothing good is coming out. And even good stuff that we've gotten, like the crypto reserve, it wasn't what we speculated. They're just holding on to crypto. They're just not going to spend it. They'll sell it slowly over time. And it was not mass accumulation of cryptocurrencies like everyone speculated, okay? The speculation pump will always be bigger and the news will always drop it even lower. Okay. So we already got our speculation here that Trump will get into office, it would pump, and then it fizzled down a little bit, but then Trump got into office and it pumped, and then tariffs started coming, and we've been on downward ever since the tariff war started. Okay. And until that is over, that is the trend we'll be in. It will be tariff city until it's all said and done. And if you think that the tariff stuff is over or on pause, you're drinking the Kool-Aid. All the tariffs are still in place. They're still negotiating. There is no pause right now. There's been a renegotiation, but it's still 10% tariffs on all countries. It's 145% tariff on China, which is crazy. That should have dropped the markets and it didn't. People still thought that the tariff pause was in effect, so they didn't even react to the China one, which is crazy because that we get most of our products from China. So they are using the news to manipulate things, guys. They're using the news. Listen, they think that everything is controlled by the news, that you're not smart enough, that you won't wake up, that you just want to sit at home and drink Bud Light. Okay. A head chine is up now on the over 200%. What do you mean by that? Head chine. Hello, Mr. Goat. How are you, my friend? I am doing well. I'm recovering from my dentist appointment. I bit my cheek, so it hurts. I heard China tariffs on them is over 200% now. I did not hear that it was over 200%. I heard that it was 140 something. So let's look at that. Where is the... I have a new keyboard, so I don't know where is what. 245%. I heard that too. Wow. Yep. You are correct. 245%. White House's 245% figure for some Chinese products causes confusion. Amid tariff war with China, the White House statement that some Chinese goods face 245% tariff generated confusion in Beijing. It was another escalation. No, Trump's new tariffs on China will stand at 145%. But the White House quickly tried to clear things up, saying 245% figure that they would put into the April 15th document. So it's not 245% yet. It's just 145, but it will go to 245 on... It was put into the April 15th document, outlining the context for a new executive order for President Donald Trump, represented all previous and all new tariffs on Chinese goods dating to Biden and the first Trump administrations. Let's see here. Let's see what they have to say about it.
I'm looking at something to help some of the car companies with it, switching to parts that were made in Canada, Mexico, and other places, and they need a little bit of time because they're going to make them here.
be a wait.
It's not over. It's just begun. Okay. Prices may go up to 245%, but as of right now, it's 145% tariff on China, which is crazy that the market has not collapsed due to that. But the reason it hasn't collapsed is because you are basically getting fed that tariffs are on pause. Everyone's being fed that tariffs are on pause. And guys, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends if you're on TikTok. Become a subscriber, renew your subscriptions. I am working that out with TikTok to get my subscriptions income back. So please do still subscribe so that you have access to those daily price point videos, and you can message me directly as a deluxe subscriber, and I can help you, coach you, talk to you, and we can work out what your goals are and where you want to go and what you want to see. And don't forget, guys, if you are watching on TikTok, come on over to Twitch. That's Ozthecryptogoat, all lowercases, no spaces. And let's grow the Twitch, guys, because the Twitch is where we're going to basically be going live. And the TikTok is where we're going to be posting those price point videos and where I'll be answering questions. So we're kind of doing both for now until we firmly transition over into Twitch. So as for now, we're doing both for now, and we'll see what happens. So subscribe on TikTok, right? I'm on Twitch, though. If you want to be a subscriber on Twitch, that's fine. But if you want to have access to the daily price point videos, you do have to subscribe onto TikTok. And in order to message me directly, you have to be a deluxe subscriber on TikTok. Mind you, I have a staff of people I have to pay, and I have the studio that we're building and all the expenses that go into that. So we are not really making any money. And you know, the information that's being given out is going to pay for itself. So keep that in mind, guys. What you're paying for on Twitch is for the commercials. I get it. They suck, but that comes with the territory. We have to have a secondary platform because at any given moment, TikTok could be banned in the US. We could be removed from the platform. So we have Twitch as a way to mitigate that so that we have somewhere to go to if we can't be on TikTok, but we are still doing both. But remember, guys, this information pays for itself, okay? And the work that I put into this show is never ending, guys. Even on my days off, my messages are blowing up. I'm answering hundreds of messages a day. Some are paragraphs or multiple paragraphs long. I'm watching the charts 24/7. I'm doing the technical analysis. I'm reading through the news. I'm fact checking the news. I'm doing the live show 3 to 5 hours, 5 days a week. So it is a lot of time and resources. And with all of that time and resources does come expense. So keep that in mind, guys. And I do need you guys to support in order to keep this going. Don't let the show die. Don't let this information be hidden. Let's get this information out to the world, guys. But we're live on TikTok, and we only have 2 people watching. We only have 2 people watching on TikTok. We've got 13 on Twitch, so the viewership has decreased quite a bit. So please continue to support and keep the show going because if it comes to a point where it's just not doing anything, I'm just going to stop doing it and I'll enjoy my time with my kids. So don't let it die, guys. We have to work together. So if you are watching on TikTok, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, send in those gifts. And I do appreciate all the overwhelming support that you guys give. And remember, we are not really making any money here. So if you do want to help support the show, you can send it to the Cash App or the Venmo. So that's the Cash App and the Venmo, guys. So much appreciated. Thank you all. So let's take a look at the chart. Let's see. Let's take a look at the 1 minute here. So this is our channel in the 1 minute. And remember, guys, if you are on TikTok and you're not enjoying the video image that you see, you can always come over to Twitch. That's Ozthecryptogoat, all lowercases, no spaces. So it does look like, you know, we're moving up a bit, but it looks like it wants to break down. And if it does break down back down to this 203, 205 range, this could be a diamond bottom that's forming here, just like the diamond top that we had. But probably not. Maybe. So we had this diamond top, and basically the diamond top executed, but it pumped like a bull trap, and then we double topped and then came back down. So the diamond top in the 1 hour did execute, just not exactly, but it did. So this is what we got, and it looks like it's being followed by some sort of a diamond bottom, Frankenstein type thing. Not really. I think more or less what this will be is a double bottom that should send us up, and that's kind of where we're at. It may be like a triple bottom and come back up. But what it looks like is we are forming the shoulders of this inverted head and shoulders. It seems to be what is happening, guys. It seems like this is an inverted head and shoulders. And we should see it break out, and I'd see it at least go to 230, 240. But I think the top would be 247 and then come back down. But if it does break 247, expect it to go up to, you know, much higher levels, 250, 260, 275, 280. Those are all possible. It could turn around. Usually when you have a descending channel like this, once it does break out, it's a bullish push. Okay, and it could literally send us up to the $3 range or even higher of, like, you know, 340 where we've been. My 15-year-old is teaching me how to read candles now, so that helps. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and the thing about reading candles is we are more accurate with our price points and numbers daily because we are not using indicators. So if you can learn to read the charts without indicators, you are going to benefit much, much more. You can use the indicators as like a way to gain sentiment of which direction you think the market's going. But if you're looking for those price points, baby, you got to use the candles, man. The candles are a dead giveaway. They will point you right where you want to be, and that's when you catch the wicks, man. You can catch these wicks all the way at the bottom, set your price points to buy, and then you can ride it all the way back up. So that's the way to do it. Because if you're using like the Fibonacci and stuff like that, it'll put you in the wheelhouse, but it won't give you that number you're looking for. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right, let's see here. Some more news. By the way, today's show is going to be a little bit more chill, a little bit more laid back. We're still kind of consolidating. When we're consolidating and there's not much news, you know, it just is what it is. We can only cover so much. But let's talk about the SEC case. What do I think about NVIDIA? Honestly, I think it's going to go down more with the China tariffs. But I think they do have not a monopoly, but they've got a lot of control over the market. So eventually it will go back up. Not financial advice, by the way. Ripple XRP versus SEC update. Court orders SEC to submit a report. Okay. So we all know that the case is going on. And this is the court document right here. I'll read it for you. United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. At a stated term of the United States Court of Appeals is the Second Circuit held at blah, 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 blah. Basically, it's before the judge's name, and plaintiff is the SEC versus Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse. And basically right here, what you need to read is right down here at the bottom. It says, parties jointly move to hold this appeal in absence with the United States Secretary and Exchange Commission directed to file a status report within 60 days of this order. So they filed a motion to extend for 60 days, and now the court has ordered the SEC to file a status report within 60 days. Otherwise, they will drop the case. Obviously, they'll probably put in that status report. It's hereby ordered that the joint motion is granted. So basically, 60 days, baby. 60 days until we know more about the case. So there's not really anything that comes out. If you read anything news about the SEC case prior to that, the only thing it could possibly be is something that is filed. Nothing can be dropped or removed or changed until then. So keep that in mind. And more news. Altcoin market 41% drop signals possible crypto winter from Coinbase. What's up, Eric? Welcome, welcome. Man, the Twitch is really growing and the TikTok is just dying. Glad to have you all here on TikTok as well, but make sure you jump over to Twitch. That's Ozthecryptogoat, all lowercases, no spaces. Come on over and come see the show the way it was intended to be. So, let me zoom in for all you Twitchers so y'all can read it. So 41% drop signals possible crypto winter, and that's normal, guys. Usually around May, June, July, the crypto market tanks and then it picks up later on in the season. So we are going into crypto winter. We are in altcoin season. Okay, we're in mid altcoin season, which is crypto winter. So everyone that says, "Oh, we haven't had an altcoin season yet," that's because the liquidity is more spread out. We didn't see what we've seen in the past because there are less, or not less, but more projects for people to invest into, and that money that would normally go into certain projects has now been spread out. The liquidity is spread thin. So it's not what people expect. And also people, when Bitcoin started pumping, people jumped into altcoins and to meme coins early because they want to get the drop on it. They would be like, why would you waste, getting left behind in meme coin season or altcoin season when you could get into it early and make more money? But because of this, it spread the liquidity from Bitcoin, it spread the liquidity from the alts, and it spread the liquidity throughout the massive meme coin space. So keep that in mind, guys. We are entering into crypto winter for alt season, okay? Which means that we will be moving down. I'm not going to read all of this. Basically just summed it all up for you. I'm going to try to do less reading today because my jaw is still sore and I do have a giant wound on the side of my mouth right now. It's killing me. So I'm trying to not do too much, Let's see here. Smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show with your friends. Send in those lightning bolts if you think we're going down. Send them in. I need 50 lightning bolts. Help me out. For those of you that are on Twitch, thank you all for your support. And don't forget, if you want to continue to get those daily price point videos or message me directly, you have to be a deluxe subscriber on TikTok still. So that will change possibly once we, get things moved around better and we're growing more on Twitch. But as of right now, that's how we're doing it because Twitch doesn't offer all the same things that TikTok does. So things are evolving and changing slowly over time. So give it a chance. Give it a moment. Censored by TikTok. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the lightning bolts. And, view wherever it is that you want to view. Censored by TikTok. Thank you for the 50 lightning bolts. And those of you that are subscribed on TikTok, don't forget to renew your subscriptions, guys. If you want to continue to see those daily price point videos and message me directly, you got to renew those deluxe subscriptions. So don't forget, guys, subscribe. And if you're just a basic subscriber, you can upgrade to deluxe and message me directly, and I will help coach you and teach you how I do the things I do, and we can talk and chat about pretty much whatever you like. But let's keep it to one topic at a time, per day. Please don't message me with a paragraph with 30 questions in it. Let's take things slowly with time and get all your questions answered. But take it easy, guys. Remind you, I have hundreds of you messaging me every day. So let's stick to one topic at a time and baby steps and move forward, guys. All right, let's see here. We got a little bit more news. And this one, the AI is going to read it for me.
Rebound likely in Q3, Coinbase. A monthly market review by publicly traded US-based crypto exchange Coinbase shows that while the crypto market has contracted, it appears to be gearing up for a better quarter. According to Coinbase's April 15 monthly outlook for institutional investors, the altcoin market cap shrank by 41% from its December 2024 highs of $1.6 trillion to $950 billion by mid-April. BTC Tools data shows that this metric touched a low of $906.9 billion on April 9 and stood at $976.9 billion at the time of writing. Venture capital funding to crypto projects has reportedly decreased by 50% to 60% from 2021-22. In the report, Coinbase's global head of research, David Duong, highlighted that a new crypto winter may be upon us. Several converging signals may be pointing to the start of a new crypto winter as some extreme negative sentiment has set in due to the onset of global tariffs and the potential for further escalations, he said. Related, how trade wars impact stocks and crypto. Macroeconomic woes cause crypto turmoil. The report notes that lower venture capitalist interest significantly limits the onboarding of new capital into the ecosystem, which is felt primarily in the altcoin sector. The cause of that, according to Duong, is the current macroeconomic environment. All of these structural pressures stem from the uncertainty of the broader macro environment, where traditional risk assets have faced sustained headwinds from fiscal tightening and tariff policies, contributing to the paralysis in investment decision-making. According to Coinbase researchers, those facts have resulted in a difficult cyclical outlook for the digital asset space, and warrant continued caution in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Still, the report's author said that the market is likely to change directions explosively. When the sentiment finally resets, it's likely to happen rather quickly and we remain constructive for the second half of 2025. Duong cited some metrics to indicate when the crypto market is moving between bull and bear market phases, including risk-adjusted performance and the 200-day moving average. Another metric was the Bitcoin, BTC, Z-score, which compares market value and realized value to identify overbought and oversold conditions. A Z-score shows how unusual current price performance is when compared to historic data. Bitcoin's risk-adjusted performance. Source, Coinbase. This metric naturally accounts for crypto's larger volatility, but it is also slow to react. This metric tends to generate few signals in stable markets. Coinbase's model, based on it, determined that the bull market ended in late February but has since deemed the market neutral. Coinbase's Z-score Bitcoin model. Source, Coinbase. Instead, Coinbase's analysts suggested that the 200-day moving average is a better indicator for determining market trends. It smooths out short-term noise while being relevant by considering the last 200 days' worth of market data. Coinbase's 200-day moving average Bitcoin model. Source, Coinbase. The report also said that gauging the broader crypto market's trend by the direction in which Bitcoin is moving is increasingly less reliable. This is because crypto expands into new sectors with decentralized finance, DeFi, decentralized physical infrastructure networks, DePIN, artificial intelligence agents, and more, all with particular market forces independent of Bitcoin. Related, Bitcoin's wide price range to continue, no longer a long-only bet, analyst. Are we in a bear market? Duong points out that the 200-day moving average suggests that Bitcoin's recent decline moved it into bear market territory in late March. Still, applying the same model to the Coin50 Coinbase index based on the top 50 crypto assets shows a bear market since the end of February. Coinbase's 200-day moving average model applied to the Coin50 index. Source, Coinbase. Recent reports indicated that Bitcoin is showing growing resilience to macroeconomic headwinds compared with traditional financial markets. Bitcoin's decline was comparatively modest, revisiting price levels from around the U.S. election period, according to Wintermute. Duong sees Bitcoin becoming less of a generalized crypto indicator as a consequence of this trend. He wrote, "As Bitcoin's role as a store of value continues to grow, we think a holistic evaluation of crypto's aggregate market activity will be needed to better define bull and bear markets for the asset class." Magazine, Bitcoin eyes $100,000 by June. Shaq to settle NFT lawsuit, and more. Hodler's Digest, April 6 to 12.
All right, so, it doesn't look like things are super bullish right now. Things are a bit bearish. Does that mean that it's over? No. It means that you sell in May, you go away. That's normal. Things are going to cool off over the next couple months. And then we could see a nice pump towards the summer, end of the year, guys. So what we're looking for is those entry points to hold and to catch that second pump. That's what we're looking for. If we're buying at $2, there's a possibility that it could drop down really low, below $1 in the next couple months. And when it does pump, it only reaches up to $2 or $2.50 or maybe $3, you know. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We'll wait and see. There's also, you know, a possibility that with the regulation coming out, ETFs, Congress passing laws for crypto and things like that later on in the year, we could see bigger numbers. We could see $5 for XRP. That is definitely possible. But as of right now, we are trending downward. Blockchain Bullhorn, thank you for the rose. That's Calvin Hill. Calvin Hill just sent me a rose. That's hilarious. You trying to make peace, Calvin? You tired of me taking your peoples? What's going on, Calvin? Come on, Calvin, let's go. You had a lot to say when I was in your live. What do you got to say right now? What do you got to say? I do appreciate the rose, though. Calvin's on TikTok right now. I don't think that's his official one because it's no, that's not Calvin's official. It's 2 N's on the horn. That's not Calvin. But thank you for the rose. Much appreciated. So yeah, guys, be prepared for crypto winter. Be prepared for the markets to continue to go down. And we have some more news about retail sales. And mind you, because of this, retail sales are surging right now. That means that will be calculated when the Fed goes to raise or lower interest rates. And more than likely, they're not going to lower interest rates because it's going to show a surge of buying because people are rushing to beat the tariffs. So let's listen. Oh. I guess I have to read it. Dang it, man. So retail sales surged in March as Americans rushed to beat Trump's tariffs. Trump erratic trade war has unsettled Americans in recent months, stoking fears of inflation picking up in the year ahead. Now, mind you guys, I'm building the studio right now, and there are things that I didn't quite need just yet. However, I rushed out and bought them, the technology, the cameras, the lighting, the computers, and all the infrastructure. I bought them as quickly as possible. Same as everyone else, because I'm worried that by the time I need them, the price will go up. So I am buying up as much things as possible right now, hoping that if it does go up, I'll be able to get them at a lower price. So if I'm doing it, you know, the sentiment is real, and that I've been doing that over the last month or so, you know, buying all this stuff up because the price is going to skyrocket on everything, guys. Goods are going to become much more expensive. They're talking about phones becoming like really expensive, but phones are out of Taiwan, but the company is based out of China, so there is a possible sentiment that phones will go up. I don't really see it happening. Maybe not. But electronics are going to go up. Cars are going to go up. Lots of things are going to become more expensive. Spending at U.S. retailers skyrocketed last month at the strongest month pace in more than 2 years as Americans rushed to beat President Trump's massive tariff hikes. Retail sales climbed 1.4% in March from the prior month, the Commerce Department said Wednesday, up from February's 0.2% gain. and the highest monthly gain since January 2023. The figures are adjusted for seasonal swings, but not inflation. The strongest showing in March was largely driven by sales of cars and auto parts. Excluding those purchases, retail sales were up a more modest 5%. Trump's erotic trade war has unsettled Americans in recent months, stoking fears of inflation. Let me zoom in. Stoking fears of inflation picking up the years ahead, according to a various sentiment survey. So, we think that inflation is going to go up because of this. That's correct. Inflation is going to go up, which means the Fed is not going to drop rates. And the market usually booms when they drop rates. If they stay the same or go up, the market usually drops. So if they raise interest rates, expect the markets to drop hard, guys. And expect if they stay the same and don't go down, for the markets to drop somewhat. And maybe even hard with tariff news. So keep that in mind, that interest rates are more than likely not coming down. American spending frenzy could stretch into April, but will eventually fade, economists say. These brief buying spurts make it difficult for Wall Street and the Federal Reserve to understand the true strength of consumer spending, which powers about 70% of the U.S. economy. In the near term, we could have some really strong consumer spending numbers, but that just makes things a little bit tricky for the Fed. James Knightley, chief international economist, told CNN that means that the Fed just sits and waits to see what happens, referring to the central bank's upcoming interest rate decisions. Details from the report. Retail says in March we're up across most categories, especially for car dealerships and home improvement stores. Spending on motor vehicles and parts was up a whopping 5.3% in March from February, the strongest monthly pace since January 2023. Meanwhile, sales at home improvement stores rose 3.3% during the same period. Retail sales declined at future shops, department stores, gas stations. Since Commerce Department's figures aren't adjusted for inflation, the March decline in sales at gas stations could reflect falling gas prices. So people are buying up home improvement stuff and cars and things right now, and they're not buying gas because of it. That is indicative of a recession, okay? And the fact that they're buying these goods only because they know that the prices are going to be going up. I'll tell you what, I'm guilty of it, okay? I haven't been driving to a lot of places lately, and I've been investing all my money at Home Depot with building this studio and everything. I'm doing exactly what they're stating here, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Red Fox Construction, thank you for the heart me. Much appreciated. And don't forget, guys, if you are watching on TikTok, we are live on Twitch. Also, don't forget to become a subscriber, guys. Subscribe to the channel and get access to those daily price point videos. And as a deluxe subscriber, you can message me directly and I will help coach you, give you my opinions on things. We can talk about things in real time because I cannot be live all the time. So this way, you can still get a hold of me and find out what's going on. I did have a dentist appointment yesterday and I could not talk, but those of you who were deluxe subscribers were able to message me and get those price points and understand what was going on, what was happening, even though I wasn't live. So become a deluxe subscriber, guys. Red Fox Construction, thank you for the 10 GGs. Much appreciated. And don't forget, guys, to become a subscriber. Thank you all very much who do subscribe. Your subscriptions do help the show. Even though we aren't receiving the revenue from it right now, that appeal should be going through soon, and I will be receiving all of that. They can only do so much before they end up losing and they give in. So when you do give to TikTok, though, it also helps the algorithm. So thank you guys for your gifts. And don't forget, you can also send gifts through donation. You can send it through the Cash App or Venmo. That's Aussie 122-33-504 on Cash App or Venmo. OZZY 122-33-504 on Cash App or Venmo. And when you send your donations there, guys, they go directly to me so that I can pay the staff. So those donations go to help pay for my IT guy. I have the construction crew laying carpet and soundproofing the studio and building it from the ground up. I also have a fact checker and journalist that is going through all the news articles and doing all the fact checking as well. So when you guys give donations, those go to help support all of that. And it goes to help build the studio. So please donate if you can. Much appreciated. Or send gifts or subscribe. However it is you feel like doing it. And if you don't feel like giving or you can't afford it, no problem. You will start making money by doing this. And Harley Dan, did I get your Cash App donation? I don't know. When did you send it? Right now? When did you send the donation, Harley Dan? And for how much is the question. But I have been receiving some donations. The other day, 50% of all donations were donated to the Save a Warrior Fund. I'm guessing I got your donation, but I haven't seen any donations since Friday. So your donation may not have gone through unless you sent it on Friday. And on Friday, 50% of all donations was donated back to the saveawarrior.org fund. And we are going to be doing that once a month, guys. We're going to be donating 50% of proceeds once a month for that show. Will go towards different charities. I do like the Save a Warrior one, so we may do that one again, or we'll do a different one, maybe March of Dimes or something like that. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Maybe St. Jude's. I want to pick good ones, that are going to be saving people's lives, and so that's the whole point of that, is so that we're not just given to this show, but we're giving back to the community, because that's what this show is all about. It's about community. Do you have an opinion on crypto one way or the other? My opinion is that we are moving down. My opinion is that we're going into crypto winter, and that, come July, August, maybe after, we'll start seeing pumps again. But I think that we're going to be moving down to much, much lower numbers until then. Over the next couple months, expect to see crypto falling. It won't be a straight shot to the bottom. There will be price corrections, and there is money to be made on the way down, guys. And I've been calling those price points to the cent nearly every single day, pretty much every day. And so if you want access to those daily price point videos, don't forget to become a deluxe subscriber, and you can message me directly. So thank you all who are subscribed. Hi, came in late. What's your outlook for XRP headed down? Heard 240 right when I came in. No, I think there's a possibility to hit 240, 245, 235. 230. Yeah, there's a possibility, but we are in this descending channel. More than likely, we won't break out of it. But if we do, right now we're forming that other shoulder, and what we would need to see is over the next week, the next couple days, some nice green candles. But if we continue to see red candles and downward movement, expect us to move down. But we did drop all the way down to like 202, 203, and now it seems like we're at about 209. So that does look within the realm of possibility. But I would say that if we do form the head and shoulders, we will probably break back right into this downward trend. It would be a nice little bull trap to get people to FOMO and think that it's going to the moon, and then they'll collapse it again. So that's what I think. Am I always right? No, but usually I am. Hey, don't worry if you're late. No big deal. We're chilling. We're having a good time. It's a laid back day. I'm trying to give my voice a little bit of a break. My jaw is very sore from the dentist, and I do have a giant wound on the inside of my mouth, so I have gauze in my mouth. So I'm trying to take it easy. We're probably going to do a little bit shorter show. Maybe we'll go till about like 4 or 4:30, but the show basically ends at 5 Pacific time. So we'll see. Let's take it one day at a time, or one article at a time. And in the meantime, I'm going to give my mouth a nice little break, and we're going to watch this video.
Results this morning and how you're viewing the entire financial sector off the back of these big bank earnings.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I think in the case of Bank of America and Citigroup, they're both very encouraging results. These are both stocks that we are recommending. And I think what in both cases we're seeing is a reiteration of the financial outlooks that we were expecting. So in the case of Bank of America, for example, a big part of the bull case is that the net interest income outlook is very encouraging and that you would see growth throughout the course of the year. And the guidance is for that growth to that net interest income figure to reach 15.5 to 15.7 billion by the fourth quarter. That's a pretty big increase versus current levels. And they reiterated that guidance. And not only did they reiterate that guidance, they had very good core trends in a lot of cases, in a lot of realms. Deposit costs came down. They're actually seeing better than peer loan growth. They're seeing good deposit trends. So the underlying, trends that sort of reinforce the investment thesis for Bank of America, I think were really reiterated by the results. In Citigroup's case, and we haven't, their call will be at 11. I think, similarly, they reiterated the full year guidance for revenues and cost. And a lot of the core trends were actually very good. This was a subdued quarter for investment banking, for example, for a lot of companies. Actually, Citigroup outperformed on investment banking. They're seeing good momentum in wealth management. Net interest income is growing. The expense number was good. So, first blush, I think a lot of the underlying trends are encouraging. And I think the other thing I would just mention here is that coming into the quarter for all of the financials, we're really focused on what the message from management was going to be. Was the tone going to be confident, or were concerns going to be expressed? And broadly speaking, the message has really been that the sky is not falling. There have been some nuances here, Jamie. Maybe a little bit more, in the realm of highlighting downside risk, but generally a pretty nuanced view where they're indicating corporates are delaying decisions, but there's optimism about policy clarity later this year, deregulatory agenda, tax cuts being extended, and folks are still spending in early April. So, the sky's not falling has been the message, and I think that's been well received.
So you can see, they're pushing the narrative that things are fine, the sky is not falling. However, I think a lot of that is moon cheese. So keep that in mind. They're going to tell you anything right now to get you to invest into the markets, but them putting the tariffs on hold in quotations, tariffs are still in effect, but them pushing the narrative that they're on hold is pumping the market. So it's not really much of a drop. And that's what we're seeing right now, is that